we had a lot of stuff happening in the world, and I think right now people want to feel music that makes them feel something. Yeah. That means more to people these days than I think the flossing, the bottle popping, like that don't really hit like it used to.
Yo. We are the Levi's Wise Guys. Check out the full podcast. Link below.
Is country music moving the needle more than rap?
I had some help.
This distinguished gentleman to my left, your right, came up with this topic mostly because he loves what's happening right now. It appears.
I had some help.
You love I had some help.
I had some help with Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
You came back from Nashville recently.
I did come back.
I'm sure you also maybe got some inspiration for that. But the point is this.
Yes, I did.
We've seen an influx
Nashville's a very beautiful city, by the way. If you have not been to Nashville, very beautiful. The Tennessee Titans stadium, garbage. Tennessee Titans play. It looks like a place that has asbestos just sitting around.
Jesus Christ.
It looks awful.
That's not
but
good. That's
Nashville,
not good,
amazing city. Top 5 city to me.
Okay. I will say this. Rap has had a resurgence in 2024. The beefs that are going on, the types of music that is happening. I think there's been some quality drops that are happening. And if you think about it, last year we came off of a the start of this year, really, there was a conversation, man, hip-hop hasn't had no number ones. Actually, that was last year. That whole conversation about hip-hop hasn't had any number ones. And then finally Uzi did it and then broke the kind of cycle. But the point is, the genre that's been right under everybody's nose is country music. Whether you're a country fan or not, right? If that's the music you listen to, the music seems to be flourishing. You got Beyoncé coming out with country albums. You got every artist trying to figure out how do they tap into the energy of country music. Post Malone, Morgan Wallen. There's so many names.
Jelly sandwich.
Shaboozey.
Jelly roll.
My man Shaboozey from Virginia.
Yeah, Shaboozey.
Had a number one song,
He
a bar song.
from like down the street, Chantilly or something like that, right?
My people know his people now.
He's Nigerian
He's
too.
an Igbo man.
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
He's
Igbo
Kwanu.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shaboozey. But no, even he tapping into country music.
Yeah. Jelly roll, you forgot Jelly roll.
Jelly roll, you're absolutely right.
Who started, I believe he started in hip hop, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm
like
not
a
familiar with his
producer,
backstory. I actually don't know.
But I mean, at least tattoos on his face.
That don't mean you started in rap. Yo, see? I don't see.
Is that racist?
Stop it.
Is that racist?
No, we can't have that. You can't say that during the country segment. Man, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Hey, guys, what's wrong with this guy? But yo, talk.
What's wrong with you, wide?
Yo, hey, but no, real talk.
Yeah, great.
I said all of that about country music to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
Need your answers truthfully.
Yes.
Is country music moving the needle more than rap right now?
Absolutely, man.
Damn.
Absolutely.
You
Let
sure?
me ask you something. What hip hop artist right now would you say is bigger than Morgan Wallen? Like,
what hip hop artist would I say?
Other than the legendary figures like Drake and J. Cole, like Morgan Wallen is huge. Is that even his name? Waller or Wallen?
Wallen.
It's Wallen. Right?
Wallen.
Morgan Wallen is huge.
For sure.
Like Morgan Wallen had controversy and it didn't do anything. He got bigger.
But that was before he was this popular.
Yeah.
Where he said the
Morgan
N-word, right?
Wallen, yeah, exactly. Morgan Wallen is moving the needle. Jelly Roll is moving the needle. Jelly Roll's freaking on Snoop Dogg, the DPG's the Dog Pound album that just came out. I believe Jelly Roll's on there. You know, the reason why I brought this topic up, I wanted to bring this topic up was because I remember when I was a kid and anybody asked you what your favorite genres were, it was like, I listen to everything. I listen to hip hop, pop, R&B. I listen to jazz, but I just don't listen to country. Even people I interview for writing positions on the site are like, yo, I listen to everything but country. Country was frowned upon. Could you imagine in high school telling somebody, yeah, you know, I really love country music. But now if you ask me, if I'm creating a plant, if I'm creating an industry plant right now, I'm telling you to go towards the country direction because I believe the music right now is way more consumable than it was in the past. People are understanding how to play with it. And most importantly, I think the black culture is starting to understand like, yo, this music actually kind of fits in line with like how we really feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think for the longest, hip-hop, we were just always like, yo, you know, hip-hop is how we feel, hip-hop is not as relatable as it's country to me anymore. Like, with how people really feel in this era, in this time of living where everybody is not afraid to be sentimental and vulnerable. This is a vulnerable age that we're living in. And country music kind of fits along with that.
No, I see exactly.
Said a lot, but
No, I see exactly where you're coming from. And also, yo, for me personally, I always think it's important to reference the historical aspect of country music because it's important, especially when we talk about rap. Bro, country music is not unfamiliar to black people.
Not at all.
It's not. Like,
at
I
all.
don't care that, like, most black people who I guess maybe didn't grow up listening to it, they feel so distant from it. But in reality, if you look at the roots, it's very, very familiar to black people.
Yeah.
The blues, all of that.
For sure.
And so with that being said,
But
I like what you said, where you said, yo, like, people are able to express themselves a little bit more, it seems, over country music, and it's because it has them type of blues feels, and it almost feels like people can just be way more vulnerable. They're allowed the license to be able to do it creatively, and I do enjoy that aspect of it all. And we saw what Beyonce did.
Hip hop doesn't exactly.
Yeah, we saw what Beyonce did. She tapped right into that.
Let's be real. Hip hop is not indicative of what your average person is living. This version of hip hop, like some of the biggest songs, is not necessarily indicative of how a good chunk of people live their normal lives.
I see what you're saying, but I disagree slightly because I'm like, if you're talking
if
you're talking about hip hop at the mainstream, you're right, because the hip hop at the mainstream doesn't.
Mainstream.
It's not conducive to dudes telling us how they feel. For the most part,
for sure,
it's more about like when you get to like the introspective records. Those are a little bit more relatable.
Even Cole, even J. Cole, who I think is a relatable rapper, he still raps in a way where it's like, yo, this guy's cool. Like, yeah, this guy got it all. Like, he's just talking about his pain and all that stuff. But like, still, I never get the impression like that this guy is not is hurting. I don't get that impression. Of course, he is. He does go. Everybody goes through what they're going through. But when I listen to even a Cole, I don't get that impression. But like some of these artists, like you listen to Jelly Roll, you're like, oh, like, man, this dude fought depression. He actually really fought. I Had Some Help, that song that I keep talking about. It's like, man, that's deep. Like, you're talking about this relationship went to hell and you helped me. Like that to me just feels real.
I'm gonna say this. No, I agree with everything you just said. I'm gonna say this too. The question was, is country music moving the needle more than rap right now? I do think the answer is yes, but I also think it's because of where we are in the world. Bro, think about this. I know we're living right now. The weather's nice. Everybody's doing what they doing, taking vacations. We in a damn recession, but people still doing what they doing. We came off a pandemic. We had a lot of stuff happening in the world, and I think right now people want to feel music that makes them feel something. Yeah. That means more to people these days than I think the flossing, the bottle popping, like that don't really hit like it used to.
Facts.
I'm telling you, it just don't.
That's a great.
You know what I'm saying?
Point.
And
that's
so,
great
if you really think about it, country music, everything we said, bro, it makes you feel it's relatable. So I think that honestly is the real driver as to why that joint is moving the needle. For real.
That's probably your best point in 5 years. That is a great point. I think you're right. Like right now, we're just. Let's just take 2 more minutes to talk about that.
Sure.
Like, aside from music, people don't realize how much the world changed after this COVID pandemic that we went through. We don't talk about it enough.
We done glossed over that. We glossed over it as a society.
The world
so crazy.
Changed.
Yeah.
Depression hit more people. Like, it's just things you can't do what you did before. You have to change how you move and how you think. Businesses has to change how they serve people. Like, the world is a way different beast right now, and I'm not sure hip hop falls in line with what this new world is more than country does. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, it's cool here at Precision, shooting my shot like pew pew. Hey, it's cool, it's fun, but like that's not how I feel.
The flexing,
right now.
bro. The flexing,
you know what I'm saying?
It's just there will always be a space for flexing. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
I'm never saying rappers keep flexing in your music.
And listen,
keep
I
bottle
love it. This
popping.
is not a knock on
keep
anybody.
Doing the shoot 'em up, bang bang. Even though I don't love it at times, but keep doing it.
Yeah.
It has a space.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing going to hit harder than music that has depth.
Listen to the full episode, link below.